Digital dependency is not limited to the simple act of spending many hours in front of a screen. The impact is much deeper, insidious, and, in many cases, devastating to mental health. There is something almost invisible, yet extremely powerful, that has been gradually eroding the human capacity to maintain an intact and cohesive mind. The addiction to smartphones and social media is reconfiguring not only our habits, but the very foundations of psychic functioning, attention, memory, identity, and even our perception of ourselves. One of the most dramatic consequences is mental fragmentation. The human brain evolved to handle periods of deep focus, interspersed with moments of rest. But the current digital architecture disrupts this balance, forcing our minds to constantly switch between stimuli. Each notification, each suggested video, each update in the feed interrupts longer thought flows, turning our attention into disconnected fragments. This fragmentation undermines the ability to engage in demanding intellectual activities, such as prolonged reading, studying, philosophical reflection, or even a deep conversation. Aldous Huxley foresaw something similar when he stated that the love of servitude can only be established as a result of a profound personal revolution in the minds and bodies of human beings. It is precisely this internal revolution that technology is provoking, but not in the name of freedom, rather in the name of profit. In addition to shattered attention, anxiety is on the rise. The logic of intermittency, so present on digital platforms, creates a state of constant vigilance. The mind begins to operate in a state of alert, always waiting for the next notification, the next like, the next stimulus. This generates a persistent sense of urgency, as if something extremely important is always about to happen, even though most of the time there is absolutely nothing relevant on the other side of the screen. Psychologists have observed alarming rates of anxiety and depression, especially among young people for whom the smartphone has become an extension of their own body and identity. The incessant quest for external validation is another alarming symptom. The system of likes, comments, and views has transformed genuine human relationships into quantifiable metrics. And this is not an accidental consequence. It is part of the strategy that sustains surveillance capitalism.